Hi guys. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Today's video is going to be the third and final part of Milk and Honey. It's been my most requested video to do by far. And I would just like to say thank you so much again to everybody who has watched the original and the second part of the Milk and Honey videos that I've done. It means so much to me that you guys have enjoyed it. I have my tea sitting here, and I also have a French a French lavender candle burning just to kind of relax me, and I hope that you are also, if not sipping tea or lighting a candle, that you are relaxed in your own way, whether it's laying in bed or sitting in a chair or whatever it may be. So without further ado, let's finish up Milk and Honey. What I miss most is how you loved me, but what I didn't know was how you loved me had so much to do with the person I was. It was a reflection of everything I gave to you coming back to me. How did I not see that? How did I sit here soaking in the idea that no one else would love me that way? When it was I that taught you, when it was I that showed you how to fill, the way I needed to be filled, how cruel I was to myself, giving you credit for my warmth simply because you had felt it, thinking it was you who gave me strength, wit, beauty, simply because you recognized it, as if I was already not these things before I met you, as if I did not remain all these things once you left. You leave, but you don't stay gone. Why do you do that? Why do you abandon the thing you want to keep? Why do you linger in a place you do not want to stay? Why do you think it's okay to do both? Go and return all at once. I will tell you about selfish people. Even when they know they will hurt you, they walk into your life to taste you, because you are the type of being they don't want to miss out on. You are too much shine to not be felt. So when they have gotten a good look at everything you have to offer, when they have taken your skin, your hair, your secrets with them, when they realize how real this is, how much of a storm you are, and it hits them. This is when the cowardice sets in. This is when the person you thought they were is replaced by the sad reality of what they are. This is when they lose every fighting bone in their body and leave after saying, "You will find better than me." You will stand there naked with half of them still hidden somewhere inside you and sob, asking them why they did it, why they forced you to love them when they had no intention of loving you back. And they'll say something along the lines of, "I just had to try. I had to give it a chance. It was you after all." But that isn't romantic. It isn't sweet. The idea that they were so engulfed by your existence, they had to risk breaking it for the sake of knowing they weren't the one missing out. Your existence meant that little next to their curiosity of you. That is the thing about selfish people. They gamble entire beings, entire souls, to please their own. One second they are holding you like a world in their lap, and the next they have belittled you to a mere picture, a moment, something of the past. 1 second. They swallow you up and whisper they want to spend the rest of their life with you, but the moment they sense fear, they are already halfway out the door. Without having the nerve to let you go with grace, as if the human heart means that little to them. And after all of this, after all of the taking, the nerve, isn't it sad and funny how people have more guts these days to undress you with their fingers than they do to pick up the phone and call, apologize for the loss, and this is how you lose her. Selfish. To-do list after the breakup. Number 1, take refuge in your bed. Number 2, cry till the tears stop. This will take a few days. Number 3, don't listen to slow songs. Number 4, delete their number from your phone even though it is memorized on your fingertips. Number 5, don't look at old photos. Number 6, find the closest ice cream shop and treat yourself to 2 scoops of mint chocolate chip. The mint will calm your heart. You deserve the chocolate. Number 7, buy new bed sheets. Number 8, collect all the gifts, t-shirts, and everything with their smell on it and drop it off at a donation center. Number 9, plan a trip. Number 10, perfect the art of smiling and nodding when someone brings their name up in conversation. Number 11, start a new project. Number 12, whatever you do, do not call. Number 13, do not beg for what does not want to say. Number 14, stop crying at some point. Number 15, allow yourself to feel foolish for believing you could have built the rest of your life in someone else's stomach. And number 16, breathe. The way they leave tells you everything. The healing. Perhaps I don't deserve nice things, 'cause I am paying for sins I don't remember. The thing about writing is, I can't tell if it's healing or destroying me. Do not bother holding on to the thing that does not want you. You cannot make it stay. You must enter a relationship with yourself before anyone else. Accept that you deserve more than painful love. Life is moving. The healthiest thing for your heart is to move with it. It is a part of the human experience to feel pain. Do not be afraid. Open yourself to it. Evolving. Loneliness is a sign you are in desperate need of yourself. You are in the habit of codepending on people to make up for what you think you lack, who tricked you into believing another person was meant to complete you, when the most they can do is compliment. Do not look for healing at the feet of those who broke you. If If you were born with the weakness to fall, you were born with the strength to rise. Perhaps the saddest of all are those who live waiting for someone they're not sure exists. 7 billion people. Stay strong through your pain. Grow flowers from it. You have helped me grow flowers out of mine. So bloom beautifully, dangerously, loudly. Bloom softly. However you need, just bloom. To the reader. I thank the universe for taking everything it has taken and giving to me everything it has given. Balance. It takes grace to remain kind in cruel situations. I like that one. Fall in love with your solitude. There is a difference between someone telling you they love you and them actually loving you. Sometimes the apology never comes when it is wanted, and when it comes, it is neither wanted nor needed. You are too late. You tell me I am not like most girls, and learn to kiss me with your eyes closed. Something about the phrase, something about how I have to be unlike the women I call sisters in order to be wanted, makes me want to spit your tongue out. Like I am supposed to be proud you picked me, as if I should be relieved you think I am better than them. The next time he points out that the hair on your legs is growing back, remind that boy your body is not his home. He is a guest. Warn him to never outstep his welcome again. To be soft is to be powerful. You deserve to be completely found in your surroundings, not lost within them. I know it's hard, believe me. I know it feels like tomorrow will never come, and today will be the most difficult day to get through. But I swear that you will get through the hurt. I swear that you will get through. The hurt will pass, as it always does. If you give it time and let it go slowly, like a broken promise. Let it go. I like the way the stretch marks on my thighs look human, and that we're so soft, yet rough and jungle wild when we need to be. I love that about us, how capable we are of feeling, how unafraid we are of breaking, and tend to our wounds with grace. Just being a woman, calling myself a woman, makes me utterly whole and complete. My issue with what they consider beautiful is their concept of beauty centers around excluding people. I find hair beautiful when a woman wears it like a garden on her skin. That is the definition of beauty. Big hooked noses pointing up towards the sky, like they're rising to the occasion. Skin the color of earth my ancestors planted crops in. To feed a lineage of women with thick thighs, thick as tree trunks. Eyes like almonds, deeply hooded with conviction. The rivers of Punjab flow through my bloodstream so. Don't tell me my women aren't as beautiful as the ones in your country. Our backs tell stories no books have the spine to carry. Women of color. Accept yourself as you were designed. Your body is a museum of natural disasters. Can you grasp how stunning that is? Losing you was the becoming of myself. Other women's bodies are not our battlegrounds. Removing all the hair off your body is okay if that's what you want to do, just as much as keeping all the hair on your body is okay if that's what you want to do. You belong only to yourself. Apparently, it is ungraceful of me to mention my period in public, because the actual biology of my body is too real. It is okay to sell what's between a woman's legs more than it is okay to mention its inner workings. The recreational use of this body is seen as beautiful, while its nature is seen as ugly. You were a dragon long before he came around and said you could fly. You will remain a dragon long after he's left. I want to apologize to all the women I have called pretty before I've called them intelligent or brave. I am sorry I made it sound as though something as simple as what you're born with is the most you have to be proud of when your spirit has crushed mountains. From now on, I will say things like, you are resilient, or you are extraordinary. Not because I don't think you're pretty, but because you are so much more than that. I have what I have, and I am happy. I've lost what I lost, and I am still happy. Outlook. You look at me and cry. Everything hurts. I hold you and whisper, but everything can heal. If the hurt comes, so will the happiness. Be patient. We are all born so beautiful. The greatest tragedy is being convinced we are not. The name Kaur makes me a free woman. It removes the shackles that try to bind me, uplifts me, to remind me I am equal to any man, even though the state of this world screams to me I am not. That I am my own woman and I belong wholly to myself. And the universe, it humbles me, calls out and says I have a universal duty to share with humanity to nurture and serve the sisterhood, to raise those that need raising. The name Kaur runs in my blood. It was in me before the word itself existed. It is my identity and my liberation. Kaur, a woman of Sikhi. The world gives you so much pain, and here you are making gold out of it. There is nothing purer than that. How you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. My heart aches for sisters more than anything. It aches for women helping women like flowers ache for spring. The goddess between your legs makes mouths water. You are your own soulmate. Some people are so bitter, to them you must be kindest. We all move forward when we recognize how resilient and striking the women around us are. For you to see beauty here does not mean there is beauty in me. It means there is beauty rooted so deep within you, you can't help but see it everywhere. Hair, if it was not supposed to be there, would not be growing on our bodies in the first place. We are at war with what comes naturally to us. Most importantly, love like it's the only thing you know how. At the end of the day, all this means nothing. This page, where you're sitting, your degree, your job, the money, nothing even matters. Except love and human connection, who you loved, and how deeply you loved them, how you touched the people around you, and how much you gave them. I want to remain so rooted to the ground, these tears, these hands, these feet sink in, grounded. You have to stop searching for why at some point. You have to leave it alone. If you are not enough for yourself, you will never be enough for someone else. You must want to spend the rest of your life with yourself first. Of course, I want to be successful, but I don't crave success for me. I need to be successful to gain enough milk and honey to help those around me succeed. My heartbeat quickens at the thought of birthing poems, which is why I will never stop opening myself up to conceive them. The lovemaking to the words is so erotic. I am either in love or in lust with the writing, or both. What terrifies me most is how we foam at the mouth with envy when others succeed, but sigh in relief when they are failing. Our struggle to celebrate each other is what's proven most difficult in being human. Your art is not about how many people like your work. Your art is about if your heart likes your work. If your soul likes your work, it's about how honest you are with yourself, and you must never trade honesty for relatability. To all you young poets, give to those who have nothing to give you. Siva, selfless service. You split me open in the most honest way there is to split a soul open, and forced me to write at a time I was sure I could not write again. Thank you. And that's the last poem, but I'll also read this kind of epilogue at the end. You have made it to the end with my heart in your hands. Thank you for arriving here safely, for being tender with the most delicate part of me. Sit down, breathe. You must be tired. Let me kiss your hands, your eyes. They must be wanting of something sweet. I am sending you all of my sugar. I would be nowhere and nothing if it were not for you. You've helped me become the woman I wanted to be, but was too afraid to be. Do you have any idea how much of a miracle you are, how lovely it's been, and how lovely it will always be? I am kneeling before you, saying thank you. I am sending my love to your eyes. May they always see goodness in people, and may you always practice kindness. May we see each other as one. May we be nothing short of in love with everything the universe has to offer. And may we always stay grounded, rooted, our feet planted firmly onto the earth. A love letter from me to you. When she was 5, her mother handed her a paintbrush and said, "Draw your heart out." Rupi Kaur views her life as an exploration of that artistic journey. Through her poetry and illustrations, she engages with love, loss, trauma, healing, and femininity. For Rupi, writing these has always been a collective experience, a form of release that quickly began resonating with those around her. Rupi pursued her love for language by studying rhetoric at the University of Waterloo. Her labor of love, Milk and Honey, quickly became a New York Times bestseller. She has since brought her performative poetry to stages across the world. Rupi's passion is expression. That expression is taking many forms. Her photography and art direction are warmly embraced, and her poetry and prose are breaking international boundaries about the writer. Milk and Honey is a collection of poetry about love, loss, trauma, abuse, healing, and femininity. It is split into 4 chapters. Each chapter serves a different purpose, deals with a different pain, heals a different heartache. Milk and Honey takes readers through a journey of the most bitter moments in life and finds sweetness in them, because there is sweetness everywhere if you are just willing to look. About the book. And that is the finale of Milk and Honey. I hope that you enjoyed this last part of this video. What would I call it? Trio of videos that you guys seem to really enjoy. And I'm so glad that you guys have responded so well to it and that you enjoy it so much. Let me know if there are any new books that you would like me to read, or if there are any continuations of books I have already put up on my channel that you would like me to do more parts of. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you in my next video.